Hello and welcome. My name is Rindy Hamilton, and I'm so glad you joined me to learn more about Rodan+Fields. I am a pharmacist by trade with 3 kiddos and a busy life, but everything changed for me when I was diagnosed with a genetic breast cancer 6 years ago. And after losing myself basically in the whole process, every day turned into a pity party with multiple surgeries and chemotherapy. Probably one of the worst things that happened or hardest for me to watch my family go through was the loss of my pharmacist income for about a year, which was financially devastating to us. When I was invited to an event, I had no idea what it was, what we were talking about. And once I heard it was the doctors who created Proactive, and then I heard that there were some medications contained in the products, they were medications I'd been dispensing in pharmacies over the last 10 years. I had to jump in on this. I knew that if I didn't jump in, I was going to miss out on something huge. So I hope our time together will answer your questions about our clinically proven products, but also how this side gig can change your life. I'm going to share why right now is an extraordinary time to partner with the doctors because of what's happening right now in carving out your own piece of the multi-billion-dollar skincare market. This is an opportunity to partner with the doctors with your own virtual franchise. You can grow your own profit centers in the United States and in Canada, and now in, as you know, Australia, which is super exciting. But with no brick and mortar stores, and no upfront investment. When a few years back, or before finding Rodan+Fields, I actually tried to buy a local pharmacy, and it was going to be $500,000 just to get started. That was just, going to be my initial loan. So this was really interesting for me to find something that was an opportunity like this, but with such a low startup. So this will give you the ability to be profitable in your first month. And I was profitable in my first month, which I couldn't believe really, and was already making our mortgage payment between my third and fourth month. And eventually will have the ability to be doing Rodan+Fields around the globe with a global business. I want to give you a feel for the doctors and their story, their history, their vision, and why they invited us to share what we love with the people we love, which is pretty simple. So the doctors first met during their residency at Stanford, and they became best friends. They wanted to be different when they created Proactive, which is the first multi-med, multi-step approach to skincare. They chose to use infomercials to get started, which you guys have probably seen. And so basically what they did was they brought dermatology to the home, though, with these infomercials. Proactive was a huge success, owning about 83% of that market. But the doctors didn't stop there. They had people coming back to their practice as dermatologists asking about other skin issues, sensitivity, sun damage. So they decided to initially partner with Estee Lauder and go into high-end department stores like Nordstrom's, Macy's, Bloomingdale's. So the products did really well also. They sold like crazy, but not because they were in Nordstrom's. It was actually because people were trying the products and loving them and started sharing with others. So they decided to do what no company had ever done before. They decided to leave the retail sector and relaunch into what I call a hybrid of network marketing for a turnkey business. No parties, no inventories, no deliveries or mailings. So after completely pulling out of retail and leveraging other people's networks, we are now outpacing all other premium skincare brands. So other brands are seeing about single-digit growth every year, the big ones, Clinique, Estee Lauder, Lancome, and we are experiencing triple-digit growth year over year. We have now taken, in the United States, we have taken the #1 spot as the #1 premium skincare brand. And we're the fastest growing in Canada. And the great news is we're just getting started. This word of mouth is so powerful. Okay, so the doctor's philosophy on skincare is that about 80% of skincare concerns can be handled in the home by using our multi-med, multi-step approach, where each step builds on the previous to transform your skin without redness or peeling or harsh treatments. Their theory is that there isn't one product or one ingredient that can change your skin. It takes the multi-step approach consistently over time to transform the skin. The doctors actually do not release a product to market unless they undergo rigorous clinical studies. And you guys, this is the part of it, the nerdy side of me, I absolutely love that we have the clinical studies to back everything up. So they also never would release anything unless it knocked their socks off. So I also love that we have the money back guarantee. That was something I leaned on huge when I first started because no one had heard of it. And I just said, you know what, if you try this and you don't love it, we're getting your money back. So I love our money back guarantee. So we have options for a multitude of skin issues. Let's cover them briefly. We have Soothe for sensitive skin. Whether or not you're somebody who has minor redness or you have eczema, rosacea, that overall red irritated complexion, our peptide technology actually interrupts that inflammation process. We have the reverse regimen. It's for the millions of people with sun damage, freckles, sunspots, melasma, and hyperpigmentation. I grew up as a freckled-faced kid. I had freckles my whole life, and now I don't have freckles. I love the glowing, radiant skin that I have with reverse. Okay, the Redefine regimen is anti-aging at its best, but it's whether you're 25 or 75, you can use this regimen. We are actually redefining what Father Time does to our skin, which is about a $15 billion market. Okay, we also have products and a device, which I call using the AmpMD roller. I always call it a time machine for your skin. But who wouldn't want to turn their bathroom into a virtual skincare clinic, right? We launched cutting-edge skincare innovations, and the doctors actually set that up for us. And every time we launch something new, it makes our businesses grow like crazy. So the doctors actually have set up innovation and have a business plan that's global because they're in 180 countries with Proactive, and they have everything all mapped out for us because they have the connections everywhere to do this. So now I must ask you, how many people do you know who have sensitivity or maybe sun damage or would love our anti-aging products? So what about this? Do you know anyone who could maybe use extra income for college or retirement or clearing off debt? Or what if you know somebody who literally is just looking for change, like they're stuck in the hamster wheel of life and they want something to be excited about, right? So you will also join one of the most incredible teams anywhere. And I do happen to be the leader of that team, humbly. Absolutely, it's the luckiest girl ever to be connected to so many incredible people who just lift each other up. We always love to say that we rise by lifting others. And one of my other business partners said that it's like we're in a big virtual group hug. And I just love that. So we build our businesses by teaching you how to reach out to people you know in an authentic way and to share and educate. So everyone I know are probably just like me. They would love to clean out that product graveyard with these products that actually produce results. And your customers are going to be your walking billboards for you. They may even join your team. Others will join your team. And for sure, I promise you that you will have people that will want to be part of this opportunity. And we will, together, in an easy, simple way, help them get started by locking arms, and then we're going to grow exponentially. And we can even grow from Australia back into Canada and to the United States. So before I heard about Rodan+Fields, I would have never imagined myself doing this ever. I have grown so much as a person, and I really do feel like I have stepped into who I really was intended to be. And I know now that I have a gift to offer. And just being more confident in myself and our self-development within the company, I just think is something everyone needs to keep growing and grow more and do more, right? So Rodan+Fields gets more media coverage than most skincare companies, I would say. We're in a lot of incredible publications like Allure, Style Magazine. We've been on the Today Show. We've been on the Ellen Show, which are big in the United States. We've been on Fox Business News and even in Forbes. But we are just getting started. So before you go, I want to ask you a couple more questions. Maybe you're kind of wondering, is this a sure thing? Like, can I even do this? And what I want to answer is, this isn't a get-rich-quick scheme at all. This will take work. This will take consistent work, and it will take being 100% coachable. It also requires that you share about the products with people you know and people you meet. And what I like to say is, if your mouth is closed, then your business isn't going to grow. If you like people, though, and you like to learn from people, which I love, and you want to carve out your piece of the skincare market and looking darn good while you're doing it, and then joining this business would totally make sense. What I'd recommend that you do is loop back with the person who invited you to this call. And the other thing is, ask questions. Just keep asking as many questions as you can think of, because we love questions. We even have a bonus program that's incredible, in addition to your commissions. And I would love to share more about that in our trips and incentives right now. It's just an incredible time. So I would really recommend, though, that you do get started right away, because it's brand new in Australia, and being one of the first to share and grow is absolutely the opportunity of a lifetime. And this is just the beginning as we explode into all of our global expansion. So I would say, design the life you really want. Your network is going to hear about Rodan+Fields. Let's make sure they hear it from you.